I am live. Right, okay. Jesus, I'm only doing live streaming because it's a very easy way of making a video, actually. The only trouble is it's live, so you don't get any editing. And not that I do any editing anyway, because I'm not a great editor. Anyway, Alistair Williams. I don't know if you know, there's a YouTuber called Alistair Williams who is a comedian. He made he made got famous because he did a comic sketch about Brexit and the funny side of it was the funny side of Brexit, right? Okay, and it was funny, and it's as he said, I made both Leavers and Remainers laugh because it was funny, and it sort of like just a genuinely funny sketch, right? Okay, basically it's sort of like he equates sort of the European Union to a burger bar, and basically there's a group of people in the burger bar and they want to leave the burger bar, and one person says, I'll go and negotiate a deal, and comes back 3 years later. They're all still stuck in this burger bar. But it's very funny. Anyway, Alistair Williams, very funny. He's got his own channel. He's been deplatformed from just about everything, for this one sketch, which is really quite weird. And he basically has got his own YouTube channel now and does puts about 4 or 5 videos up a day. Have a look, Alistair Williams. I probably spelt his name wrong in the thing. Have a look, catch up with his videos. But he's not going to be around long. He needs support because I think he's going to be sort of ostracized by the YouTube thing because of his views and what he says. He's very direct, very, very that thing. He's quite a funny guy. But yeah, do check him out. Yesterday we had the Porlock Fire Brigade protest. I couldn't stream live from it because there was no connection. There was no 3G. There was no 4G. There was nothing. I mean, this is Porlock, for crying out loud. But that was quite good. We had our local MP, who's a big friend of Boris, apparently, get up and have a chat. Everybody hates him locally. But give him his due. He gave a good speech. I don't know if I've got it. I'm going to have a look to see if I've got his speech. But he was obviously there to try and procure votes for the Tory party. They're going to take our fire station away because basically the land that the fire station on is worth about £3 million. That's the reason. They're giving all these things, they're printing all these dossiers and they're printing all this thing. But the basic reason is they're going to close your fire station because the land that it's sitting on is worth £3 million. We can put a block of flats on that and put some flats with a sea view on it, and sell them for an absolute, make a fortune on it. Because there's the fire station, all the parking around it and all the land. It adds up to, I reckon it adds up to about a good 3/4 of an acre, and that's worth about £3 million with the buildings on it and everything like that. And they want to do that. And so they gave us 7 options, and we had to, see which one we preferred. And every option, our station right at the top was a closed station, so it didn't make a difference. You had 7 options with exactly the same outcome. Fuck off. And they said, if you've got any other ideas, send them back. So my idea is that they give us the station, they give us the tenders, we pay the firemen as a community. We crowdfund it. We basically fund it through the community, and we keep those fire things because we really desperately do need them, because we have moors, woods, forest fires, everything like that locally, and we have house fires. We have thatched cottages, which are notoriously thing. Also, we don't have an ambulance service, so that's sort of like they cover that. They cover the first responders in that, and I think they saved about 4 lives, I reckon, in the last year. If they hadn't have got there, these people would have died. Heart attack victims, full victims, or whatever it was. I think it's 3 heart attacks and 1 other accident. But they reckon the all of them would have probably died if they had to wait the 3 to 4 to 5 hours for an ambulance to come. You know, if you're having a heart attack, you haven't got 5 hours to wait for an ambulance, have you? So it's just a breakdown of our communities. I mean, the rural communities are being decimated because there's no votes out there. There's no real votes out there, really. The socialists don't care about the sort of like the non-urban people because they don't get their votes. They don't get voted in there. So basically, the local councils and everything like that, like, you know, they're not caring about us. Tories, although they don't really care about us because they think that all the local people around here vote them in anyway, regardless of what they do. So they don't have to do anything. And I'm you know, I think the rural communities and everything like that, although it's sort of like in the overall scheme of things, we're not a big part of the whole British sort of like being and everything like that. I think we warrant being looked after. We warrant not being burnt in our beds. I mean, basically, they said they want to replace the fire engines with sprinkler systems in people's houses. Yeah. Well, why don't you get sprinkler systems in everybody's houses first? Then get rid of the fire engines if that's working. But the fire engines aren't only there for sprinkler systems, are they? Yeah. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. I am a carnivore. I am an anti-vegan. I eat only meat. We are carnivores. Our animals, our digestive system is that of a carnivore. I do not eat processed food at all. Do not eat any sugar, any processed. Even bread is processed food because you have to, you know, grind the thing and So that's processed food, like, you know. So no processed foods, and I'm completely unhealthy because of a disease. Yes. I was just reading some of my notes this morning from 2015 about around Lyme's disease, and yeah, nothing's bloody changed really. This carnivore diet is, I went on it sort of like as a possible solution or help for Lyme's disease. And whilst it does seem to be helping at the moment, it's caused the biggest bloody die-off I've had about 2 months now, and I've been absolutely fecking useless. And it'll be really, really weird when I do come back and get back into the life again. I'm hopefully going back up to work either later on this afternoon or tomorrow, and with all fingers crossed, I will be able to get back and do some work. But it's been really, really hard time this year, and if you do get bitten by ticks, anybody, if you do have to go out in the countryside and get bitten by a tick, just go to your doctor, regardless of anything you read. Don't read anything. Just go to your doctor and say, I've been bitten by a tick. I want 2 weeks amoxicillin starting now, and you'll be fine. And you will be fine. Okay? If they go, oh, well, you haven't got a bullseye rash or anything like that, you just say, I want 2 weeks amoxicillin now. Okay? That's if you get bitten by a tick. Okay? And there's hundreds out there and lots of people. Even if you find that you've been bitten by a tick and it's been on there for a couple of days, go and get the amoxicillin. Go, you know, even if it's just bitten you and you've got it and you want to get it off straight away, go and get the amoxicillin. Okay? Because to be quite honest, I wouldn't put what I have to freaking deal with on a day-to-day basis on my worst enemy, to be quite honest. I think it'd be evil. It'd be absolutely evil. Anyway, the strange thing about Lyme's disease is it screws you up, but you look quite well. And so it's very, very difficult for people to understand that you're really, really freaking struggling. Anyway, apart from that, that's about it, really. 10 minutes. Good. I've been online for 10 minutes. Owen Benjamin, if you want to watch a live stream. Owen Benjamin, if you want to get away from television. He's great. He uses the nigger word. He uses kike and Jews and everything like that. Like, you know, he's terrible, but he's absolutely wonderfully entertaining. And he's right, what he's talking about. Everything he's right. He's yeah, he's a really, really thing. He just sort of says there's no such thing as him. There's no words that we shouldn't be able to use. And I agree with him, you know. And it's all down to turn this bloody thing off. All right. Bye-bye. No. Okay. All right, people. Have a wonderful time. If it's good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And that was just a stream of consciousness. Cheers.